down the fundamentals first, you've lost 90% of the people in your audience because they are bored out of their mind, yeah? You have to give them right away something valuable, right? This is valuable at the beginning. Why? Be deliberate in judgment. What does that mean? I don't know what it means. Yeah, it says like, if it says in the Musar Sefer, in the book of the Jewish people says, love the Jewish people. Love God, yeah? Love yourself. Grow, become better, I understand. But it says be deliberate in judgment. I don't even know what it means. Yeah? Yes?
Where does it say that?
There's a section of the Talmud called Pirkei Avos. It's part of the Mishnah. And it's the Musar section, which is the self-help section. It's a combination of statements from the sages throughout generations of how to make yourself the best person you can become. So the very first thing they say, in terms of direct, teachings, is this statement: be deliberate in judgment.
So don't judge.
Well, it says deliberate. So what does deliberate mean? Deliberate means it means, stroke your long beard, which hopefully none of you have, right? And you think to yourself, before you judge. Doesn't mean don't judge. It means as you're judging, do so with deliberation. Think about it. But the simple meaning is, this word you hear in modern Hebrew also. If you ever call up someplace on the phone, which people rarely do these days, but if you ever call up and you have to speak to somebody, which is also difficult to do, right? In Hebrew, in an Israeli office, they'll say, "Na lahamtin," please wait. This word means to deliberate, means to wait, means to delay. There are two parts of your mind. There's the conscious part and the subconscious part. When the conscious part is functioning, the subconscious part is not functioning. It's not actively functioning. When you stop consciously thinking about something, then you can start subconsciously thinking about it. The vast majority of your brain is subconscious, it's not conscious. The power of your brain is subconscious, not conscious. Yeah? Now, this says, when you get a fact, don't learn it once, because you have to learn it, walk away, and then come back and learn it again. Misunim, wait, delay, learn the fact, then go back and get it again. Okay? So everything I'm going to tell you right now is just the initial piece of information. All the classes you get are the initial information. That's all it is. Yeah? The main value in everything that you learn, everything, it's not just Torah, it's everything, is what you do with once you get it. I do not mean integrating into your actions. That's a separate step. I'm talking about take the knowledge by itself and reflect on it. Learn it, get as much as you can, walk away, come back and look at it again. Do that many times. Anything that's valuable, decide, oh, that's a valuable piece of information, I need to pound it into my head as many times as possible. It's not just because you want to memorize it, it's because you get it on a different level when you do it again. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I've been teaching for about 18 years. Okay, and I'm in touch with some of the earlier students, and I see the earlier students, some of them remember a tiny little bit of what I taught them a long time ago. Now, you can't remember everything, it's a long time, right? But even the ones, come on, if you want, you might not be in the right place. I don't know where the other class is, by the way, ladies, if you want, yeah? Some of them might not be. Okay. Do you know what the other class is, in case people come in?
Building 7, there's a class.
Building 7.
So, this one.
Okay. Because I know people looking for the other class.
Yeah.
Now, this is not the purpose of our conversation. This is just to give you a little introduction. If you want to maximize whatever you get here in NEVE, in any place you go, you must have self-education. Okay, we told you this quote a zillion times before, which is, an education will make you a living, a self-education will make you a fortune. Okay? Self-education means you teach yourself once you get the knowledge. You're integrating once you get the knowledge. You're reviewing and questioning once you get the knowledge. Just to get the knowledge takes several times. Make sense? Today, if you want to sell videos on YouTube, right, you can't be too deep. You just have to be interesting and quick and a lot of variety. No YouTube videos can be successful. It has 18 million hits or 180 million hits. If someone gets up there and says, have a masunim badin, be deliberate in judgment. If you want to maximize your learning, you have to review what you do. Yeah? I'd rather watch the ad. Okay, now, not our topic. This is our topic. The number one thing I can tell you is the following. There is a very well-known idea that everyone kind of knows, but no one looks at. They don't put a doggish on it. They don't make it into an Indian. They don't make it into a topic, into a goal. It's not on the screen as a temporary goal. That is to master your emotional state. If you're in a good emotional state, you can do anything that you want for the most part. Let me say that again, right? Anything that's possible for you to do, you will not be able to do if you're not in a good emotional state. If you're in a resourceful emotional state, you'll be able to do it if it's physically possible. It might be extremely difficult. If it's extremely difficult, but it's within your capability, but you're in a bad emotional state, you have no chance to do it. Make sense? Okay? So now I want to give you, now 3 of you in this class have heard this before, that's fine. I want to give you for you it'll be a review, I want to give you 2 basic overall things that will help you to master your state. 4 of you actually now, so. Okay, it's fine. Still have the majority. What this is going to do is I'm going to give you short-term tools to manipulate your emotional state, and I'm going to give you long-term tools also. I'm going to pack in a lot. The value of this class is not the first time you hear it, it's reviewing it. Now I know there's nothing urgent, there's nothing that's forcing you to do this. But if you want to be happily married, right, and you want to be a good mother, and a good wife, and a good neighbor, and a good friend, and you want to be a good friend to yourself, and anything else successful, you must master these skills. There's no way to do it. There's no way around it. Everyone who's successful has a way of mastering their emotional state, and they use these whether they know it or not. Okay? Now, I'm going to go very fast, so I apologize at the beginning I'm going so fast. Because the value is not me sitting here making you feel the idea. If we did this properly, really we do it over the course of 6 or 7 weeks. That's really the best way to do this. Okay? But we don't have 6 or 7 weeks. Some of you I may never see again, unfortunately. So therefore I have to grab the opportunity as soon as I can. Okay? This emergency measures. Okay? Now, this is amazing because when one of your kids is having an absolute fit, you can do something to change her state. Yeah? If you're in a panic because something's very scary, you can do something to change your own state. There's a great Bugs Bunny line. I'm a student of Bugs Bunny. Yeah? There's a lot of wisdom in that. It's all made by Jews, by the way. Yeah? There's a lot of wisdom in that. Yeah? There's Bugs Bunny at a certain point where Bugs Bunny's in the car with Daffy Duck, and they're going down the hill, and there's no brakes. So so Daffy's like, "Give me the wheel, give me the wheel." So Bugs Bunny pulls the wheel out, and he hands him the wheel. Yeah. So there's one thing you definitely don't want to do, which is when you're in a situation like that, do not get rid of the steering wheel. Yeah, then you're really in a lot of trouble, right? So when you're not mastering your emotional state, you're throwing the steering wheel out the window. Okay? Most people don't make it a goal to master their emotional states. They just feel like I'm passively accepting what's happening to me. Of course I'm scared. Of course I'm this, I'm that. Okay? Make sense? Now, mastering your emotional state does not mean, I'm a robot. Okay, I can handle it. It doesn't mean that. It means you choose with your mind the emotions that you want, and you feel them fully. Yeah? Make sense? Okay. Now, my older kids are very surprised because since I started learning about this for the last 5 years, I cry much more. Yeah? I laugh much more. Yeah, because my heart's more open. Men tend to, when they get challenged, they tend to either withdraw or attack. Women, the other way around. Women can be more emotionally involved with each other, generally speaking. Generally speaking. Yeah? So now when you get better at mastering your emotions, you're not afraid to let them out a little bit because you don't feel like you're out of control, which many men do. Yeah? Okay, quickly, I'm going to go through a bunch of things now that change your emotional state.
I thought you said there's 4 things. Right?
There's more than 4. I went through about 7 or 8 short term and went through 6 long term. Okay?
When was this last time?
Not last time, a long time. Okay, so now, some of you might have, of the 4 that I've had before, some of you might have heard some not as different ones. So yeah, you for sure think about this, yeah? Here we go. Now, how do you change your state? So the first thing is short-term state changes. Short-term. First thing you need to do is focus. What you focus on, focus equals feeling. What you focus on causes your feelings, okay? If you are focusing on the fact that you have to make your flight, and it's only 15 minutes before they're closing the gate, and you're about 20 minutes away, right? Then you'll have a certain type of feeling. If you're focusing on, look, I may lose my flight, but I'm happy because last week I was in the hospital, now I'm out, yeah? Or 2 weeks ago, my friend was in jail, now he's out. Or that person doesn't need the operation, or the operation went well, then you'll have a different emotion. What focus equals feeling. Right now, there's tons of things coming into your mind. You're focusing on certain things. Hopefully you're focusing on my voice. You're focusing on these ideas. You could be focusing on the light. You could be focusing on the sound that's back there. Yeah? There's all kinds of things. You're focusing on the pressure of the seat on your body. But you don't focus on those things, so it doesn't, yeah? Okay, good. Focus is the first one. Now, let's put focus over here so you don't forget these things. Now, focus, number 1. The second one is meaning. What meaning do you give what you focus on? This is critically important. Everybody gives different meaning to different focuses, to different things that they're focusing on, right? So I could give the meaning of, oh, it's not my regular class. You can't open the window properly here. They have a toilet paper roll. Steve, what kind of class is this? That's not going to make a good impression. They don't even decorate the walls. What is this place? A miklat? Which means it's a bomb shelter, which it is. Yeah? Right? That's one meaning. Or a great change of scenery. Plenty of room. Yeah, it can move around. Different meaning. The meaning that you give, the stimulation that comes into your mind will totally change the emotions that you have. Make sense? Now, most of the time we're giving meanings to things, but we don't question them. We don't ask ourselves, is the meaning that I'm giving the stimulus correct? Is it right? Who says it's accurate? Yes?
Just because I'm having a hard time with picturing all of this in my life, can you give like an exact...
Yes. I was about to do it right now. Good for you. Yeah? What's your name?
Emma?
Emma's asking a great question. Let's make this real. Give me an example. So you're on a date. You're supposed to, you guys heard this example, right? You're supposed to meet your husband at 7 o'clock for a date. Yeah, he's coming from work. You're coming from the house, from work, wherever you come from, two different places. You're not going together. 7 o'clock is supposed to be there. Yeah? You're there at 5 to 7. 5 to 7. He's not there yet. How do you feel?
Annoyed.
It's supposed to be 7 o'clock when you're meeting. It's 5 to 7. He's not there.
I hope he makes it on time.
Hope makes it on time. You already thinking?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Hope make, no, nothing too strong. Anybody else strong emotions? No. Why not?
Thank you.
Because he's not supposed to be here yet.
Yeah.
He's not here. That's the stimulus. Meaning is, he's not supposed to be here. No problem. Yeah? Now it's 20 after 7. He's not here. I want emotions. 20 after 7. He's supposed to meet you. What do you feel?
Worrying.
Worried. Anger. Annoyed. Frustrated. What?
Aggravated.
Aggravated. Worried, right?
It depends. Did he call or text?
Well, it depends. Now, you have manipulators of meaning. There's other facts here to decide, well, I'm going to hold back. Have a masun bidin, be delivered in judgment. Wait, before I judge, right? Let me figure out, right? So, why do people feel, who said angry? Why do you feel angry?
I guess.
Because you were there before.
Okay, but what,
Or
so
like,
what? That's
yeah.
the fact, though. But what's the meaning you're giving it? Because what? He should have called me.
Yeah.
Doesn't he care about me?
Right.
I'm not important enough. Is there anything more important than going on a date with you? What could possibly be more important?
Right.
Yeah? Who's worried? Why?
Well, I would hope that my husband would be the kind of person who'd be on time, and if he's not on time, something might
Something
be
must have
wrong.
happened. He usually calls, texts, something.
Yeah.
Something? Right? You need to,
What if you know he's already the type that's not on time? Oh,
Right.
then it doesn't matter.
oh, yeah, so you ask the boys, they get different answers. The boys say, you know, 5 to 7 is not there. No problem there. It's 20 to 7 not there. How do you feel? Guys like, hungry. I've had that answer many times. Hungry, yeah. I said 20 after, then I said it's 20 to 8, she's still not there. Why do you feel satisfied? Why? I ordered. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah. Anyway, now, so why do you feel worried? Because if you're worried, because the meaning you're giving is he's not here. Is he usually calls and he doesn't, something must be wrong.
Right.
Right? Some people feel sad and dejected. He doesn't really love me. If he really loved me, he'd be here. It's our 20th anniversary. We forgot. Anyway, so you get this emotion because your meaning is totally different. If you switch the meaning, you switch the emotion. Yeah? If he calls you up and he says, if you suddenly realize, wait a second, I'm in the wrong restaurant. Yeah? He's not here. The situation is exactly the same as it was before. But the meaning is, oh my gosh, I messed up. Or my watch is off. Or we changed the clocks, I didn't realize it. Who knows what? There's a zillion reasons like that, yeah? I love that look of people in the Minyan in the morning. Like people coming for davening in the morning. And you see like, after they change the clocks, you water and like yeah, either finishing up, it's like depending on when they switch the clocks, you walk in, no one's there because they switch the clocks and it's early, right? Or late, they come in, everybody's finishing, wrapping up their tefillin and leaving, and you're like, I thought it was early, what happened? I'm like, there's a Minyan down the block, you missed it, buddy, we changed the clocks. I'm like, yeah, I knew that.
If they're finished, you can't do it.
You can, but you don't daven with them, you daven by
You
yourself.
just don't have a minion.
Yeah,
So you can.
you missed it, right? Now, if you live in Yerushalayim, that's okay. Or Brooklyn or other places. Now, the meaning you give it, that totally changes. Another thing is, this is critically important. People don't realize this. The action you take will change the emotions that you have. Action doesn't always make you happy, but inaction will always make you miserable. Action does not always make you happy, but inaction will always make you miserable. Okay? If you're waiting for something to take action, if it's to get clarity, it's okay. But if you wait too long, the inaction itself depresses you and puts you in a bad state. Okay? So your response also totally changes.